Alright, good news guys. I was able to find the easier way to go about doing what I was trying to do earlier before I stopped recording. So basically the first thing I'm trying to do is get the dimensions and scales of the items that I'm trying to replicate. So for example, here I want to see what is the distance between the left of the screen and this box right here. Long story short, it's 281 pixels, and I'll explain how I got that in a bit. And then I want to get the width and the height of the box. These boxes as well, width and height. And then how many pixels or percentage of screen from the top of the screen to this row of boxes right here. So I went ahead and Googled how to select a section and have Photoshop tell me either the pixels, like what's the pixel width and height of this selection, or even better, the percentage of the screen, right? So if I do this selection, the width should be, I don't know, something like 8% or 10%, but the height should tell me 100%. So if I want to get the size of this box, I would just select it, and it would tell me width and height wise how much of the screen it's taking up. So I went ahead and found out how to do that. It's pretty simple. So you just go to your view or window, my bad, and then you turn on info. It's not on by default, and then you get this box right here. Now the problem is that it defaults to inches. So width and height would be in inch units, which is not very useful for what we're trying to do right here. So to change that, you just click these three little lines and then you go to panel options. And here you can select in which unit you want it. So let's do percent first. Oh no, actually let's test this out. So let's do pixels and see if this will tell me 281 left, to see if I had done it correctly the old way I did it. It was much more cumbersome, so I'm not even going to tell you what it was so you don't waste your time trying to do it that way. Okay, so it's still giving me a percentage. What did I miss? Pixels. There you go, 281 width. So this is indeed the way to do this. So I'm gonna write them down as I get them. So now let me zoom in so I can get that precision. Oops. And actually this is wrong, because what I should be doing is getting the distance to the inside of the box, because the border we will be adding will be outside of the box, since that's the way CSS works, unless you tell it not to do that, but then there's no point in telling it not to when we can just do it the right way from the get-go. So I'm going to redo this right here. Oh, let me get rid of the snap. And let me zoom in for precision. Okay, that's good. And that's 286 in actuality. So let's go ahead and do 286. Let's jot that down here. 286. And we know that's pixels, and I'll convert that to a percentage afterwards. Or no, let's go back to percentage. I just wanted to show you that my original 281 was correct. So let's do this the right way from the beginning, because at the end I was going to convert it to percentage anyway, so there's no point in doing that. Because we can do a margin left or from left of a percentage, I believe. And if we can't, I can convert it back to pixels, no problem. So let's do the selection again. And actually, let me see what the shortcuts are for selection. M. And the marker is B. M and B. Okay. Easy enough. So let's do left to the inside of the box. And actually, the line is more easily seen up here because the color contrasts a little better. So you can see that it actually goes inside a little bit beyond the white line. So it's actually 1 pixel more than what it's showing here. Or percentage more, so... I'm trying to get... There we go. That's the one. And the width is 15. I like that. It's a nice whole number. So let's write down 15%. And now that you know basically how I'm going to be doing this, you can keep watching the entire process, or you can skip forward. I will have a timestamp to when I'm done getting these dimensions that I've highlighted. Basically just width and height of this box, width and height of this box, the distance to the left and distance to the top. That's all I'm getting right now. That's all I'm worrying about right now is this section of boxes right here. And I should actually get the zoom also. Zoom is Z. Okay, makes sense. Oh, in case you're wondering why I said it makes sense, is because the front and back dimension is usually the one called Z. So when you're zooming in and out, you know how X and Y is up, down, left, right? Z is forward and back, so zooming in, you're going forward. Whatever. I still need to zoom in more. Yep, I would have been 1 pixel off. So actually, let me just do it the way I've been doing it by starting here. Nope, missed. There we go. Oh, actually, I can just... whatever, that's fine. I was gonna make it more complicated than necessary. So the height is 19.4. So not so pretty of a number. So let's jot that down. 19.4. Now let's get the height and width of this box right here. Ideally, I would just get it in one shot by going like this, but I don't know if I can have that precision. No, actually, it might work. Come on, damn. What about right here? Oops. Let me make this window taller. Okay, that works. And it's gonna take me a second before I can actually start using the shortcuts, so forgive me. God damn it, I can't really tell if it's here or here. I can see it there on this corner. Nope. 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 we go. Looks right. So let me line up the left. I can confirm it now that it's selected. I can go in. Bottom left is correct. And top left. Now if top right is okay, it's good. So we got 37. Okay, 37 is a nice number by 17.2. So let's write that down. So 37 would be the height. And 17.2. Terrible. Okay, now let's do this box right here. Oh no, actually, yeah. Let's do that for now, and then I'll deal with getting the border afterwards, after the boxes without borders are set. Because it's gotta be like 2, 3, 4, or 5 pixels tops there. So nothing too complicated. Now here. And it's weird because I just noticed right now that this box has like a little border for some reason, but then these don't. These are like just flat little glass window panes or something. So I'll get one of these because these are easier to get. I'll try to, there you go. Oh, it's hard to see on the bottom. Yeah, that's no bueno. Let me see if the selection tool works. Where is it? Okay, the Detroit box is gonna work as decent contrast. Okay, let's lower the tolerance, I think, is what we have to do. Or is it higher? Yeah, we gotta higher it. So let's do 60. Let's do 90. Almost. Is there another better box? This one should be no problem right here. I don't know about these jags. These jags down here might throw off the calculation. Let me try... Well, let me try higher tolerance first, and then I'll try something else if that doesn't work. Yeah, it's not working right. Yeah, I'll allow that. So 10.5 by 18.7. So I'll write that down. So the height is... What's happening? Okay. Alright. I'm gonna have to memorize those percentages because I will lose them once I unselect in order to be able to draw outside of the box. 10.5, 18.7. Okay. 18.7 was up, down 10.5. Alright, now are we missing anything, or is that it? That looks like that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording here so I can set up the next part.